You know the feeling. You've powered through a long workday and finally your evening is yours. But somehow, instead of using this time wisely, you end up scrolling mindlessly, binge-watching TV, or procrastinating on things that truly matter. Then before you know it, it's bedtime, and the cycle repeats. Sound familiar? I used to be right there with you. I started experimenting with different strategies, trying to find ways to make my evenings feel more intentional, more fulfilling. And you know what? I discovered some surprisingly simple hacks that made a world of difference. So in this video, I'm sharing 5 of my favorite evening hacks that help me stop wasting time and start making the most of those precious hours after work. One of the biggest reasons we waste our evenings is that our environment is practically begging us to relax and do nothing. Think about it. You walk in the door after a long day, and you're surrounded by clutter, dishes from breakfast, maybe even laundry piled up in the corner. Your brain sees all that and thinks, okay, time to shut down. But here's the thing. You can actually trick your brain into feeling more energized by making a few small changes to your surroundings. I call this the 2-minute reset. As soon as you get home, set a timer for just 2 minutes and do a quick sweep of your space. Just put away any items that are out of place, clear off a small area where you can relax or be productive, and maybe straighten up the room where you'll be spending most of your evening. This simple act of resetting your environment sends a powerful signal to your brain. The day isn't over yet. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking about our entire evening as free time. But the truth is, when we don't have a plan, those hours can disappear in the blink of an eye. That's why I recommend creating what I call a 90-minute power block. Instead of leaving your entire evening open-ended, schedule in a focused 90-minute block where you dedicate yourself to something purposeful, something that energizes you or moves you closer to your goals. The key is to set a clear boundary. Once your 90 minutes are up, you can fully relax and enjoy the rest of your evening, guilt-free. Hack number 3, the reverse schedule mindset. We often think about our mornings as the most important part of the day, the time when our productivity levels are highest. But here's a secret. The way you spend your evening has a huge impact on how the following day unfolds. Instead of aimlessly filling your evening with whatever comes up, take a few minutes to plan it out in reverse. Start by deciding what time you want to go to bed. Make this a non-negotiable time that allows for enough sleep. Then, work backward, factoring in the activities that need to happen before you hit the hay. By deciding these things in advance, you eliminate decision fatigue and ensure you're using your time intentionally, rather than just reacting to how you feel in the moment. Hack number 4, the analog hour. We all know that spending too much time staring at screens can drain our energy and make it harder to fall asleep. And yet most of us spend our evenings glued to our devices. But here's the thing. It's not just about the screen time itself, it's about the way we're consuming content. That's why I recommend incorporating an analog hour into your evening routine. For the last hour before bed, make a conscious effort to disconnect from your devices. Put your phone in another room, turn off the TV, and resist the urge to check your email one last time. Instead, spend that hour engaging in activities that nourish your mind and body. Hack number 5, the one-swap rule. One of the biggest reasons we struggle to change our habits is that we try to do too much too soon. The key to making lasting change is to start small. That's why I love the one-swap rule. Here's how it works. Every evening, choose just one passive habit you want to eliminate or reduce. Then swap it out for a more active, engaging activity. For example, instead of scrolling on your phone after dinner, take a 10-minute walk. The goal is to make small intentional swaps that create momentum over time. The way you spend your evenings has a ripple effect on your entire life. It's not just about making the most of a few hours, it's about designing a life you don't need to escape from. You don't need a perfect routine, just a few intentional shifts can completely change how you feel at the end of each day. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these 5 evening hacks are you going to try first? Or maybe you have your own strategy for making better use of your evenings. Drop a comment below, I'd love to know your thoughts, and if you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe.